K through 12 education funding, that's been a hot button topic for a lot of people. I know there's a decrease. There's the 90 million and it sounds like 45 million this year, 45 million next year. Where's your concern level with the cuts to K through 12 education, and should people be as panicked as some people are reacting to it, I guess?
Again, there's no reason to panic, and there's no reason to cut K-12 education. This is not a year when we could potentially afford to increase K-12 funding, but cutting it is really absurd. There's no better investment in the state of Wyoming than putting money into our K-12 education. We have done an exceptional job in recent years. We have seen our NAEP scores, those are the scores that sort of compare us to other states around the country, rising in recent years while other states have remained stagnant. We've gotten to 6th in the country, for example, on the 4th grade math NAEP score. We're doing a nice job, and that's been because of the extensive investment that the legislature has put into K-12 and then the very good job that our districts have done in implementing that mission and those objectives. It is not a time to stop that forward progress. If we want to have the opportunity to diversify our economy in a real way in the future, we're going to need a strong education system driving that. Cuts to education are short-sighted and absolutely inappropriate at this time.
So what do you propose? What are you going to this budget session with in terms of trying to maybe prevent a cut to education?
From the education side of things, again, there really is no reason. It's a few years out where we have problems, and the reason we have problems is because of revenues due to building new schools. Our school facilities have been previously funded through coal lease bonuses. We're not going to see those for the next several years, and that's a reality we've known was in place for quite a while. It has nothing to do with our revenue downturn, honestly. We've known that coal lease bonuses were more or less off the table for about a 4-year period that's coming up. We have to look for alternative revenue sources to build our schools. Years ago, it was done through a mill levy, basically. You would bond locally, build your school, and then you would pay back that bond through a local mill levy, say 6 mills or something along those lines, assessed on properties, and that would pay for it. When the state took over funding of schools at a statewide level, rather than still using that tax base, we saw that we had a lot of money coming in for coal lease bonuses. We said, all right, well, let's just dedicate that funding stream to schools and let all the districts off the hook. It is time for us really to revisit that and start thinking, how do we pay for schools in the future? What's an equitable way? And that's something that as a legislature we will focus on. We'll concentrate on that, have that as an interim study, and try to figure out a better way, a better path forward. But again, the actual K-12 school foundation program, that's what pays for our kids' schools, is all right. We have enough money this year. We have enough money next year and for the next few years to continue to pay that and fund it.